Yeah. Yes, yes.
One time, Mother?
Ryan, please
I
stop.
think you did.
Move. You're making it hard to
wasn't a regular
focus.
picture. It was just down.
Yeah, I didn't cook anything,
What an
so I
ugly
couldn't
face.
figure that's about all.
Ugly. It's film in the room. I don't know why.
Decorated or anything. If there's something with lights already on it, that sounds good. You know?
There's
I'm stirring this up a little bit.
chicken.
I made this
Salad.
yesterday.
Beans.
It looks like Thanksgiving here, doesn't it, with all the leaves?
Yeah. I had to mix this up a little bit.
Okay, let's see, I need...
I didn't bother with fancy wine glasses and stuff. I didn't think anybody wanted wine. I didn't think...
Thanks for bringing the setup over.
Yeah. Did Mother tell you that I have a whole bunch of cases that are going bad?
Did it explode at night?
They leaked. They leaked all over the place.
Oh, I thought they were big containers. I didn't realize.
No, they're the cans. I mean, these obviously weren't. Hey, she's eyeing the table. You not let her jump up there.
Yes, you.
They were good. I mean, every kind she made were good.
Yeah. I wish I had
apple pie.
pie buster, but I never was interested. I'm just not
were
interested
any of
in
us?
cooking. I
Lots
wish
of times
I
she
was.
didn't want us right there. She would say, "Why don't you go sit
Did
in the room
she?
while I cook?" Sometimes she would say
I
that.
can't remember.
Remember, she
I'll
didn't.
pass. What are you doing, Chris?
I'm just experimenting with this.
You're running.
Hurry up. That's good.
Go ahead.
Is it time to eat yet?
Is it just him that's going to say it?
I don't know what
To eat yet?
Well, they're all sitting there like, well, what are we supposed to
Time to eat yet? Hey, where's the food?
Yes, here I come. Here it is. Y'all should clap.
Oh, yay!
It looks nice.
That looks good.
All right. And I'd rather have that than...
Well, see, before, whenever we would fix it, Joe liked the dark meat. So he would eat the legs.
Father made it too.
Joe liked the dark meat, so it worked out fine. Because I used to say, how come I just buy the turkey breast, the white meat, and put that in the oven with the white meat? No, he wanted the dark meat. He always said white meat was too dry.
I agree.
There goes the.
Did Purdue chicken.
Oh, you know what we got started buying them right before we got sick? The whole thing
A
cost
pound.
maybe $4 or $5.
Yeah,
The
$2.99
whole
a
thing.
pound.
All done up like that, and it's already, you could actually eat it like that if you want, because it says it's already cooked.
That's what his
So
friend
you
of mine
put
said
it-
he did.
Put it in the oven and cook it about, I don't know, 30 minutes. I guess that was the warm it up. And we really liked those. We really did.
I don't think I've seen them.
Holly Farms. and
Martin was
Joe
talking about
Giant
this
and
last
everything.
night. He said he was in the Giant, and they had it was the final day of the expiration date, and they were selling for 99 cents a
I
pound.
bet they were then,
And
yeah.
he said he bought a big one for about $3.
I'm sure you could keep those a few days. And it was fine. It's just like a pork chicken. It wasn't that big, but I mean, it was fine for the two of us.
But they come in different sizes.
You could get some that were a little bit bigger and some a little bit smaller. You could actually buy the quarts or buy half a chicken like that, done up like
Oh,
that.
you
So
could.
if
Oh,
you
yeah.
wanted, if it was one person that just wanted that.
I already packed those.
I like them. They're called that moire. And you can
Like
get
that too.
bows. You can get... Now they come... In fact, I think I got a brochure. In fact, I know I did. I
But
just got it
see,
yesterday.
you had to have the right size exactly. That wouldn't fit at my windows. My windows are
You know
really
what they
big.
show in the stores? You put two of them up, though. You put, like, it's two...
Little activity. It's up already. Although it's not proper. If you notice right there, there's Jesus. Supposed to put those up on Christmas Day. Just over a month away. Today's November 22, 1990. Time is 1:25 p.m. Oh, Jesus, yeah. Christmas Day, we can put that there.
He had the basement full of stuff. Me and Father Fox.
One thing about them, but next time, how do you know if you know about this? I usually think about pointing out some of the obvious things.
There's little Nancy.
I guess you don't, yeah.
My mom says that this lamp right here looks like a little cat. That's a best clue. Look at them both. Decide what you think. I don't really think they do look alike. Sweet little rat. Hey, Ratsy. Yes. Hi. Yeah, right there. Hey there, Ratsy. Yeah, good little Ratsy. Yeah. Say, kitties, look. Say, look, everybody, I'm on TV. Say, hey, everybody, look. Say, everybody, look, I'm on TV, yes. Ratsy. Yeah, good little Thanksgiving kitty. Little Ratsy had already had her Thanksgiving dinner. Yes. Now she's in here laying in the sun. See, yeah, she's out here resting from all that good turkey well, we had chicken actually. She's resting after that nice chicken. And she also had macaroni salad. And she had some beans too. Yeah. Yes, she did. Yeah, so now she's out. She's rested now.
Take $3 million a year.
Yeah, I know. Well, what'd you ever do with your other chandelier, Karen?
Still down the
Oh,
basement.
is it? Was this something
I
that
think
you
Palmer
bought
should come
new,
back
or
if we
was this
can.
here? What
This
I
was
remember?
here.
That was here?
What do you think about it, Dad?
What do I think about what?
Palmer coming back.
Palmer coming
I
back?
really like this.
Yeah.
It
Arnold?
needs to be cleaned again. It's
Jim.
amazing how quickly
Oh.
those things get done.
Arnold never quit.
That's
It
beautiful.
is pretty.
Jim Palmer?
Oh,
Yeah.
Seemed to go here.
He really thinks he's gonna come back?
that's what he's saying. He
Thinks
says,
he's gonna play in the major leagues?
yep. If he does, I hope he signs with the Orioles.
Maybe he's gonna start at T-ball and maybe work his way back up.
This is I'll find a place for the
Well,
other
I mean, he
one.
is 45, but it would be pretty
He
awesome.
was worst up when he was 35, so I don't see why.
Not
Yeah,
lately.
well, that's true, but
No,
I mean,
Is it true?
well, and
He was still doing good when
he
he was
sucked
30.
out. He started sucking out in '83 and '84. And that's what he.
How old
Cutting
was
the
he
brick
then?
out of that porch
I don't know.
last week, it was just stirred up.
I think
way
Palmer should
back.
try to come back.
Oh, I think he should too. I think
There's
it's
some
great.
cracks in
I
the
mean,
porch I wanted to
and I
fix,
hope he'd
and
sign with
cut
the
it out
Orioles,
so
'cause he
electric
said
bulbs.
he's, like,
Just the
dedicated to the
white dust
Orioles.
storm all over
Well,
the
great.
place.
Now, the Orioles don't need him.
So
He could
everything's filled
he could
with
pitch on
it.
Tuesday, do the broadcast on.
Like white
I
Friday.
think
pepper.
he'll play for the Red Sox or the Blue Jays or the Yankees or
So we
something.
can kick his ass.
So the Orioles can kick his
Why
ass.
did you have that done?
Turn it off.
The newspaper. It's probably gonna be very funny. And look, this is. Hey. There she is. still sleeping in her little spot. I'm gonna be here for another hour. It's 1:34 right now. I'll take this to get out of the way. November 22, 1990. Little lamp in my paint around. So she won't tell me. I'd say 185 maybe. I don't know. The lamp's expensive. Might be, so give or take 25 bucks. Hopefully take. So none of them want me filming them, so Ratsy says I'll sleep right here. So I don't care, I like the TV.
Are you all packed up and ready to go to your grandmother's?
Just about, I gotta go down and do that.
Did you find any of the things from when Uncle Joe?
Oh.
He's managed to keep his word off, hasn't he? Last time I saw him, he was still had those difficulties.
I got a Star magazine in with Oprah. And they say she may be up to at least 170 pounds again.
I heard 199. I got.
When she first started that diet, she weighed 200 pounds. And she went down, I think she said to 133. And then she said she's admitted she's gained 17 pounds or more.
Oh, Mother, I heard that she's back up to 199.
This the Star just got a couple days ago. It said
Well, I got an inquiry.
well, it said she's put on about 70 pounds.
Yeah, back on.
Yeah.
And she's only admitted 17?
Uh-huh. She says 17 or it could be more.
Very nice.
She never go on the diet.
And you
again.
made these Sunday, December 31, December 30, 1989.
Keep saying it.
So, Chris, that's true. Your voice just changed spread.
Just over 8 hours left to go in the decade. Bring on the 90s.
Tell you, the 90s were really miserable for me.
Let's go. Focus on the date right now.
Really miserable. You really didn't have much of a hotel at all in this movie.
I don't,
It's very brief, whatever you did have.
it wasn't.
Probably in the kitchen washing dishes.
You did wash dishes right there, I think.
I don't know, there might be some more on the Thanksgiving.
December 31.
It might just be in a little while.
That's basically the same thing.
I'm easing into it.
They're very comfortable though, aren't they?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's pretty. Dear?
I've seen my legs and
Get so many.
Yeah.
After a while. It's nice that with Ryan they have kindergarten ceremony. And I'm so glad I got that ticket. That kind of thing, you look back and I mean, it had little diplomas and little caps on and stuff. So that was nice. But,
You had that shirt on. Me?
not that he is, and he was
Still because Mom's brother Lindy, that mobile's going to Give her no puppy.
She's on TV.
You said you don't like the turkey.
Yes, girl.
This is the line.
You didn't get much of it.
God, is that me?
You're a fat slob. Oh, look how I look. I look just as bad. Big fat slob. That's always be taking food every time you photograph it.
Papa, please.
Flop up to me. Try what you're doing. Flop up to me.
You don't have much of Joe at all on you.
Flop it up. Take a big bite of it, Mom.
You know, you can make a real big pot of this tonight now, Joe. Fill up the pot, you know, green.
Is that a baby?
No, this is the day, Cameron.
No, it was the stuff that was on that party platter. It was like some kind of curly nose.
We're telling that to
Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize he had me in this so much and none of Joe.
We'll
I
put the date on.
You look real comfortable up right there. You probably don't even know it's on you. I think I was, yes I did. Sometimes I was trying to ignore him. So I don't like that thing trained on me.
don't trade anymore.
I gotta throw it out. I'm gonna give it to Karen and Dwight then.
Maybe there's some more on the Thanksgiving.
Tires or something, not tires or tools. Tools.
That's hard. I mean, just took it off. Oh no, I wish we hadn't bought that. We had to pick something else.
Oh, I got this little lighting.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just hard to match up colors with it. Yes, because that's one thing you have to go for a print in here. A little bit restricted. I think I'll pass on that too.
I was looking at that deck over there they built. That's kind of a big deck, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that man worked like a fool out there.
How about the Orioles?
How about them Orioles? See?
What do you think What do you think the most important thing the Orioles will need in the 1991 season to be pennant contenders? Dwight Schob.
You asking me?
Yes, Dwight Schob.
How about
Future manager of the
sexy
Baltimore Orioles.
cheerleaders?
No, I don't think that. Well, maybe it could motivate Tettleton more to.
Something.
Maybe you could be a bat boy.
I'd like to.
Probably if they get Jim Palmer to come out of mothballs, that'll be all they need.
If they could get Brooks to play third, Brooks would probably be better than Fred Worthington.
Yeah.
I mean, if he could bat .220 and make less errors, I mean.
He might be able to do that. I don't know.
It's really important not to paper over this stuff. I know we had that Christmas, and I was getting along around a little bit there. She's really deteriorated, hasn't she? Yes, indeed.
Fran and Joe and Barbara.
These look funny. Maybe it's just the lighting. I guess it is.
And the children, rats that they are. Okay, I'm
I remember he just felt a little unwell, okay? But he still went to work. He was so excited about getting his truck that he didn't really say too much about not feeling good.
But Barbara, was it when he ate, did he get pains in his stomach? Was that
He
when it
went-
seemed to start?
Okay, the next time, and it was just like something that came and went. And he kept saying, I seem to have like a stomach virus that just hangs on. I wish I could shake this stomach virus.
I mean,
I never thought he had something like that, or I would have dragged him to the doctor. He would have probably gone.
I asked him once when he was in the
Let me get
hospital.
one
Jack,
second.
I think it's Chris. Is there a window or a door open?
There's a little bit of a crack open in the dining room from Daddy's.
No, I threw that thing back. I keep turning up the heat. Nothing is damp in here today.
And it's supposed to get pretty warm out there this afternoon.
Well, it
I thought
didn't.
they said up in the 60s, close to 70. I don't think I turned
He told
my-
me he thought he had it for a couple of years. He told
No,
me
he
that.
said
'cause
that
his
in the
stomach
hospital.
would swell up.
Looking back, he said that, but I mean, at the time, we didn't realize it. If he did, he didn't say, a year ago, gee, I feel bad, I think something's wrong. He never didn't really act like it. He always was one that his stomach would seem to affect him first. Like if something was upsetting to him or something, he would feel sick to his stomach. If we had an argument, he would feel sick to his stomach. But he was always like that. It was like his stomach, just like me. If I'm under stress, I get a headache. To him, it was a stomach problem. That seemed to be his weak point, the stomach problems. He did say to me, when he used to drink, I always said he had a beer gut because he was big, like right there, okay? After he got out of Changing Point and was off the booze for a while, it seemed like his stomach went sort of back to normal. And then it seemed like it was sort of getting big again. And I said one time, I said, gee, for being off the booze all this time, you sure still have a beer gut. I remember saying that. So maybe there was something there a long time
But when that
ago.
doctor, his stomach was distended because he had that large tumor, right?
But this was not until May.
But when he first went in the hospital, we went to see him, his stomach was, like
Mom, his stomach got big in May.
Yeah.
May.
It's
was
like
within a
it
couple
was probably
weeks.
slow growing and then
It
bam.
speeded up.
It
I
speeded
think
up.
reading the books, it said you can have this and not know it for a while. It can be slow growing for years, and then all of a sudden something triggers it, but it didn't. They don't know what. Just something could trigger it, and it runs wild. Apparently, this is
That
what
particular,
happened.
that non-Hodgkin type lymphoma
Lymphoma.
is the first thing I read in the book that treatment is extremely difficult with that particular type.
Now, I read a statistic that said I've read different statistics. That's why I was confused. One of them said it was one of it responded more than lots of cancers. I read this too.
Oh, really?
It said that it responded better than lots of other cancers did to treatment. One said out of 36,000 people that would contact that, 18,000 at least would be saved. I figured that's
You
half.
read that on that?
I figured that's half. 50%.
Oh, I never got that impression from that.
Okay, I did read that. It was in the Sunday Sun paper. It was a big article, and he must have saw it and set it aside because it was a couple sheets of paper, and I read that, and I thought, well, that sounded good. It said there were more and more survivors for that. Now, maybe they meant it at a much earlier stage. It did not say. Okay, I had medical books that I bought maybe a year and a half ago. I read everything in that. It said, it went through different things that people would suffer from. And it said, at one point it said bleeding. It says, this is extremely rare to have this symptom, like hemorrhages and bleeding. Well, he had that, without a doubt. But it
Well,
said,
I don't think that was from the tumor. I think that was from that ulcer, the bleeding, don't you?
it's unclear in my mind what would always trigger all this bleeding that he had the last few
I'm not
weeks.
so sure it wasn't the treatment.
I'm not so sure either because the treatments are so bad. I was wondering the other day, I was riding on a bus and I thought, maybe the treatment killed him instead of the disease.
I think the treatment.
Because
speeded it
they
along.
were giving him very aggressive treatments. They were giving him not only in the head unit, they were giving him this, and they were giving him the radiation too. At one point, he was having all three things within a short, time of each other. I thought, for all I know, the damn treatment could have killed him.
Well, it seemed like when he'd have the treatment, he got so ill. And,
Well,
I
they
realized
explained
had to
that
do
this
something.
always happened. That's why some people...
They always say you have side effects.
But
of
that
chemo.
hemorrhage, before he died, how long before that had he had a treatment? Had he had one recently? He did, didn't he?
Okay, the last time he got out of the hospital was the last part of August. He was extremely bad. From the time he got out of the hospital, the 2 or 3 weeks he was home till he went back in. That was really a downfall at that point. He had just had 12 radiation treatments that last time before every day, for like 2 weeks. 12 or 14 radiation treatments. Plus they were still doing the head unit, they were still doing the shoulder unit. Now a couple times when he first had the bleeding problems, the doctor put it off because he said it was too much. He couldn't take another one of those treatments at that time. Because this kills not only the cancer cells, but all the good cells too. That's why you got the throat blisters. It destroyed all the membrane in your mouth and the esophagus. Your body had to have a chance to replace this. This left you with like raw, just
No
raw.
lining. You're
No
talking about
lining,
no
just
lining.
raw, yeah, just sores and everything because it killed all that. It killed the nose, all the lining in the nose. That's why that one time he had terrible hemorrhages from the nose. That was
Because
in
the blood
June.
vessels were exposed then.
And they couldn't stop. That's because it destroyed all the mucous membranes and all that, like the inside lining of your mouth, throat, nose, all that. It destroyed it. The treatment did
You
that.
wonder about their treatment. You can't help it.
Because the treatments are very poisonous. But I was wondering the other day in the bus, suppose really that the treatment killed him. It's very possible.
I think
That's
it
what caused all the bleeding.
But that's...
But you had to have the treatment because he was real bad in May. He couldn't eat anything.
Oh, they had to do something. Because that thing was going crazy.
It was running wild. It must have been
Yes.
as big as a football. I mean, it
Yeah,
must have
so
been.
they had to do something.
And but then I was very encouraged when they gave him the first 1 or 2 chemotherapy treatments and his stomach started shrinking down and the tumor started shrinking down and he could actually eat a little bit. And in July, when he was off at home the 3 or 4 weeks, I think both of us thought he would beat this disease, that he would be cured, because that's when he ordered all these flower bulbs, installed all them lights across the top of his truck, talked about what he was going to do during his recovery period and that stuff. I think we both thought at that time that it was very encouraging. About a week before he went back to the hospital, he actually said that he was beginning to feel normal, like his old self.
But really, then when his eye turned and he had
And that was the very day that he was supposed to go back in the hospital. Suddenly his eye crossed and he was feeling faint and different things. And I think the doctor realized that meant it had gone into the spinal and brain fluid.
I see.
But what I cannot understand still, when I was at the hospital, it was our anniversary, which is Monday, October 1st. I happened to go out, and the doctor was there in the nurse's station. So I thought, good, hot dog, I'll talk to him now, okay? He had taken a sample of the fluid out of the head unit. So we talked about it. I actually sat there and talked to him a long time. And he said things were looking fairly good. Now, Joe was real bad off at this time, okay? I mean, he was real weak. His legs were couldn't even get out of bed on his own. The doctor said, he told me personally, himself, that the test was negative when he took the stuff out of the brain. That meant it had killed off, the treatment had killed off the cancer. He said there was no cancer cells in it. It was a negative test, which was very good. Also, about a few days before that, the I can't say the word, had run the tube down his throat and taken a biopsy and looked with the camera and all that kind of crap at the stomach again. He said it appeared like the ulcer was shrinking, or he used another word. He didn't say growing over, but it was something that's what it meant to me. I can't think of the exact term he used, but he said it looked like the ulcer was beginning to shrink and to be back in the hospital.
He just couldn't eat.
He didn't eat at all. That's when I had after a whole week, when I finally had the people come out and
had
pick up
them
the
coming.
machine.
And
Yes.
but I mean, he didn't even want to eat, right?
No, he didn't drink anything, and he had himself all dehydrated too when he went back in the hospital. Yes, it is cold in here.
No, the back door open?
Probably by 4 o'clock we should be leaving. It's about 25 after 3, I'm saying.
This is the old man working out in the grass.
Good old pop, my farmer dad.
Your farmer dad. Former dad or farmer dad?
Farmer dad.
Farmer dad.
No, you're not my former dad. At least I don't think you are.
Okay. Who are those old ladies?
These old ladies,
There. Get those old ladies.
looks like
Is that your...
that's my subject for the day. Yes. For Mother Thanksgiving Day, people. Here's my farmer dad. They're trying to walk off their fat. That's what they're doing. Sat there. My mother, the one in the middle of the three. She's on a diet. She can't even stay on her own diet. It's terrible. The one now in the middle of the three is my grandmother, and the one at the end is my Aunt Barbara. Just gonna go around so I can get a better view of them. There's my grandmother right there, smoking. Walk up closer.
That's the flu now. This is flu weather.
Oh, there's Rachel. Looks like she's got a pajama on. Who?
I'll just innocently film her. She's inside. Though. This is Aunt Ryan's playmate's house, Andrew. There's garage. The parents get me too.
Here's for hot.
I guess by rights I should think about moving too, huh?
I'll tell you something.
People have different lights.
Now, I'll tell you what I might be interested in. See that White House up on the hill? Yeah. I looked right there, that White House? Yeah.
You got a big
one?
Not here, Barbara.
The white one over there.
On the
That
other
was
side.
awful big.
Angled
I
this,
would say
that.
over half my class, and I got like 26 on College Avenue. On College Avenue, can't help it. People from moving.